and wisdom. March 11th is Johnny Appleseed Day, celebrating John Chapman, legendary American pioneer and folkier who planted apple trees across the American frontier.
Minimize pruning of the young tree. Prune a mature tree. Ooh, recipes. Oh, I have an idea. Share. Are we allowed to share yet? Oh, I don't know.
We get to do it
Maybe
every
we
month.
could like make something.
Ooh.
Okay.
I don't know, I just saw recipes, like taking things out of the oven before they're done, or like things like that.
Ooh.
Just because I was cooking rice the other night, you know how rice has to like be on the stove for like an extended amount of time, and you
Yes.
like have to keep the lid on it. My roommate comes over and she like knows I'm making rice and like lifts up the lid, and I was like, why did you just do that? I was like, are you an idiot? Yes.
I love The Lion King so much. Oh, look, that's part of your story.
Oh,
I think this
Is
is supposed to be
everybody's?
highlighted.
Oh.
And on the 6th, they got finished his work, which he and me. Whoa, this is so much. Oh.
Tone had its existence in consequence of the world.
Is this your calendar? I love my calendar. Frankenstein.
You're okay.
That's all okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I can write on this now.
Okay, what do we think?
Well, I was staring out, you said something about baking,
Yeah.
like, possible interesting thing, and then the thing that stuck out most to me from the whole packet was the stuff about, how time,
Oh yeah, I
like,
like that.
came after birth, or, I don't even
Yeah.
know, it's
How
more.
the
about
construct
the
of
time.
the
was
6
created
days.
by-
It wasn't really days. It was
Yeah.
more like
Yeah, so just time, we know what that means. What other things like stood out?
Like not being able to fathom what you create,
yeah.
or like, you know, misintentions. I don't know, I like the Frankenstein readings.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then this one part I underlined. The like, his limbs were in proportion and I had selected his features as beautiful, beautiful, great God. Which is like interesting when like you think back to the Genesis story, how like
Yeah.
even in like your most pure form, like for some reason we were constructed to think that was like wrong. To like
Uh-huh.
see you in your purest form and to be seen in your purest form was like that. So, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
So we have approximately 8 minutes left to come up with like some.
Oh, I don't know why I thought that was cool. Not every apple grows everywhere, and each variety has a specific number of days needed for fruit maturity.
Which like when looked at in like a larger context is like kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is that?
Right under, under planting, like, you were just on the field.
Yeah.
Not every apple grows everywhere.
I like the ideas of like caring for your tree, like minimize pruning of a young tree. Prune a mature tree annually. I feel like I don't know. I think that could like
And like everything revolves around time, which is like so
yeah.
interesting, you know? You like you have to do this like throughout the year, but it's just like,
Uh-huh.
but like in actuality, it's like if you think of it from like a weird perspective, or you just have my mind, it's like it's things that like we should be able to like observe on our own. Like you should be able to like bake a pie and like just watch it bake and know when to take it out, rather than like setting a timer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And like you should be able to like look at a tree and know when it's time to prune the tree and you know things like
Yeah.
that. So it's like without having to be like, oh, it's the 3rd of the month. Here I go to prune the tree. It's like such a socially constructed.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that we like have to
What
have to
if
adjust
we-
the timer.
I'm trying to think of like different ways to like do things about time. So like, what if we did something where like time was wrong or off somehow? Like our measure, like the measure of time had changed. So like
Yeah.
you're like setting a pie into bake and you set it for the 40 minutes or whatever,
Yeah.
or 20 minutes. I don't know how long you bake pie. But you like set the timer and then like the timer is wrong and the pie is like underbaked or
Yeah.
totally burnt or like something where, and then just like it could be like all these different things where time is just messed up and like people don't know how to deal with it. I don't know, that's just one thing that popped.
No, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Like people don't even know how to use what they created.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh. And we don't know how to care for it.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Like with like the like with the like
Yeah,
taking
wait, no.
like taking a pie out of the oven at like the wrong it's the wrong time.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Like we don't even know something as simple
Yeah.
as like that, which is like
Yeah.
such an essential part of like baking something.
Oh, I forgot about this line thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
What if we like, I don't know, just kind of skim through and look at, like find,
Lines that we can intertwine.
yeah,
That somehow like make sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sequentially.
Or maybe like not even necessarily make a ton of sense,
Yeah.
but are like the things that start to us to like talk about time, and then like I liked the Frankenstein reading too. I think
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
stuff
I
you could
know.
underline there be cool. So like even like therefore it would be correctly said that the world was not created in time, but the time had existence in consequence of the world.
Yeah.
For is the motion of heaven that has this holy nature of time. I don't know. We don't have much time.
You don't have much time. That's a whole other thing.
Whole other thing.
What if
What
we
is
like
time?
yeah.
What is time? Oh gosh. we're
20
gonna
minutes
be-
doesn't happen until I say it. It happens. Or being timed, but
Do we start with? Do you ever wish you could have an apple orchard?
Yes,
in your backyard, yeah. I wish you could have an apple orchard in your backyard. You can.
And Torrance are just like, no. It's improv, so you have to say yes. Yes, and.
Yes, and
Apples are prone to pests. Thought I'd just throw that out there. I don't know why.
We need
Hey,
full sun
take it
exposure.
and run with it. Whatever.
You have to
Malice.
be patient.
Malus domestica is their botanical name. Next time I go to the supermarket, excuse me, where are the Malus domestica?
They'll be like,
We don't carry that. Well, there's also like the whole Genesis story is like about how, literally it's man, like male, but basically like humans ruling over all these things.
Mhm.
So it's like, I don't know, just like reading about this thing, pests. Like
Yeah.
we can't even let other like animals or species like go on living their lives. We always interrupt it.
Uh-huh.
It's like another.
Do we like
Seems like we're always interrupting time.
uh-huh.
yeah.
Do we like really people like the apples as to like the apples from the tree of good and bad? Do we like want to relate the apples to the apples
Tree of knowledge.
to the tree of knowledge of good and bad, or is that like are we moving in a different direction?
I don't even know what to recognize like the time, apples, like it's hard.
Do you like the idea of like baking?
Yeah, I think that's like a good starting point.